Have you ever wondered how the quietest creatures survive in the coldest places on Earth? Far to the south, where the ice stretches endlessly and the ocean sparkles with frozen sunlight, the Antarctic plains gleam under a pale winter sky. Mountains of glistening snow rise in jagged formations, while gentle winds sweep across frozen beaches, carrying the faint scent of salt and sea. This is a world both harsh and magical, where life thrives in subtle, remarkable ways. A colony of emperor penguins moved slowly across the ice. Adult penguins, dressed in smooth black and white coats with golden accents around their necks, stood tall against the cold. Their young chicks, covered in soft grey down, huddled closely together for warmth, shuffling their tiny feet and gazing up at the towering adults. Every movement in the colony was deliberate, a careful dance of protection, guidance, and gentle learning. The ice reflected soft shades of morning light, glimmering blue and silver. The penguins' black backs contrasted sharply with the snowy white ground, while their orange beaks glowed faintly in the sunlight. They waddled across snowdrifts with rhythmic precision, sliding briefly on their bellies to conserve energy, and move faster over smooth surfaces. Each slide was a playful, yet practical way to traverse their frozen kingdom. The young chicks chirped softly, calling to their parents and each other. Adults responded with low, comforting sounds that echoed quietly across the ice. Communication was calm but essential, ensuring everyone remained together, safe from cold and hidden predators. Every call carried reassurance, a gentle reminder that the colony was a living family. As the day progressed, the emperor penguins engaged in their careful routines. Adults ventured toward the sea, dipping into icy waters to catch fish. They dove with precision, cutting through the water with sleek bodies, and returned to regurgitate food for their chicks. Every adult took turns, patiently enduring long hours in freezing conditions to ensure their young were nourished and protected. The chicks practiced walking, balancing on tiny feet over uneven ice, learning how to navigate snowdrifts, slippery surfaces, and small cracks. Adults watched closely, offering guidance with subtle nudges or gentle gestures. The youngest ones sometimes toppled, only to scramble back upright, guided by instinct and encouragement from the colony. Around the ice, faint traces of krill, seals, and distant seabirds dotted the horizon. Snow swirled in lazy patterns, catching sunlight and shimmering like tiny diamonds. The penguins paused periodically, observing their surroundings, adjusting their positions to conserve warmth, and huddling closely when gusts of wind swept across the plains. Optional multilingual narration segments could be included sparingly: Buenos dias, as the sun rises; Bonne journée when chicks begin exploring; Ohayo gozaimasu, as adults return from fishing. As evening approached, the icy landscape transformed. Shadows lengthened across the snow, mountains glimmered in soft pink and lavender hues, and the horizon seemed to melt into a sea of delicate pastels. The colony gathered together for warmth, forming tight circles with chicks at the center, protected by the broad, steady bodies of adults. The wind whispered across the ice, carrying distant sounds of cracking glaciers and gentle waves against frozen shores. The young penguins nestled closer, fluffed their down, and listened to the soothing presence of their parents. Every movement was slow, careful, and intentional, reflecting the rhythms of life in a world dominated by ice, water, and cold. Night fell, draping the colony in soft moonlight. Stars shimmered like scattered jewels across the sky, reflected faintly on the icy plains. The penguins settled, wings tucked, heads resting against bodies, breathing steady and calm. Even in the extreme cold, life continued, thriving through patience, care, and quiet cooperation. The emperor penguins reminded anyone watching that strength is found not only in size or power, but in family, protection, and perseverance. Every chick, adult, and subtle interaction mattered, forming a living, breathing testament to life's resilience in the Antarctic wilderness. As the colony rested under the frozen sky, gentle snow drifted, soft and silent, blanketing the ice in quiet tranquility. The penguins' breaths formed tiny clouds in the cold air, their huddles glowing with warmth, and the frozen world seemed alive with harmony, patience, and enduring life.